Huh? Hey, folks. 35,100 here. All right. I promised y'all I wasn't gonna say anything or do anything, but enough is enough. I kept my promise and kept my mouth shut to a point. Now it's getting ridiculous. Daniel Benoit, not Benoit, Benoit, has lost his freaking marbles. He says, what group is the #1 group on Facebook? I never said anything about being #1 group in Facebook. Come out of Daniel Benoit's mouth. I try to let shit ride. You know, it's really sad that this boy, and I said boy, Daniel Benoit, is doing his best. He's got people on there. He had, who was it? Oh, yeah. Curry Arnold. I've never met the man in person yet. Never even met the man yet. Got him trashing me. I mean, trashing me big time. And the man don't even know me. That's what you call follow the leader. I'm trying my best to keep my calm now because I'm getting ready to, my top's getting ready to blow. But I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum. He is so desperate, and I do mean so desperate, to make me look bad that he's making a fool out of himself. Instead of having a research show, it's a bashing show. And I'm the prime target because the way I teach. Exactly. Now, if y'all remember about a month ago, I snapped. I went ballistic. And it hit me. Wait a minute. I'm playing right into their game. Not this time. And here's what I'm doing now. Now, Daniel claims that him and Sandra Lucy are the only true Bigfoot groups in Virginia. Regardless, whatever he says, he has no idea that the Virginia Mountain Bigfoot Research Group is the #1 group in the state of Virginia and around the world. Yes, I said around the world. I've got 7+ countries watching me, watching Kanney while we teach. Daniel Benoit is so stinking jealous. Last night, he went to the point of saying, I hope Fred and Connie are whining about her teeth falling out. He attacked my wife. He thinks he's being cool about it. All I can say is everybody who watches Daniel Benoit, not Benoit, Benoit. That's how you pronounce his name. Benoit. That's how you pronounce his name. See, when he first got started here in Virginia, it was like a couple months before I come across his name. And I checked him out. He didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He still doesn't. I don't care if he hears this video or not. He don't make a flying shit to me. Number one, I am, me and Kanney are the top team in the United States, as spoken by professional Bigfoot groups. I am the number 2 researcher in the world, suggested by the 7 countries plus that tell me you got to be good. Your videos, we are learning from your videos. I must be good. But in Daniel Benoit's eyes, he says, come to me. Let me tell you what the truth is.
It's coming up now. Thing started yet.
So anyway, he claims, what's that? He says, watch, what's it called?
Watch
Bigfoot Odyssey?
watch ECBRO.
No. What was that name of that thing? Odyssey what? You come in here talking
Oh,
about
that's
that.
one of the group people he was telling who to watch. Not to watch nobody else but ECBRO.
If you go watch anything, watch the ECBRO because they tell the truth. He tells the truth. Bottom line, he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He claims he's a biologist. He's a field researcher. He is this, he is that. He's a tracker. He don't know his ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to tracks. I told people, I'm a tracker. I got 2 videos downloaded, part 3 and part 4, of me and a buddy of mine tracking. That's how you track. Daniel cannot comprehend it. And here's another thing. When someone tells you that a bear double step looks like a Bigfoot track, pitifully, they're wrong. Because I've talked to some of the best professionals in the world of Bigfoot, and they all agree. Bear tracks have nothing to do and does not look anything like a Bigfoot track. And here in Virginia, there is no one certain footprint that you're in danger. There's nothing. As stated by Daniel Benoit, bears in Virginia barely reach 300 pounds. Squatches here in Virginia don't exceed 8 foot tall. I could go on there with quite a few things, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to state that, number one, and everybody's noticing it, he is so damned desperate to make me look bad before the conference that it's eating him alive. Every time he gets on a show, every time he does a show, it's not the show he's talking about, it's bashing me and talking his shit to get everybody else to comment and bash me. People who don't even know me. He tells people all the time, like, I was supposed to speak at that con thing down in Kentucky. The people asked me, you got a hold of me, and yeah, I'll do it. 2 days later, I'm taken out, and Ed Brown was put in because Daniel said, He don't use science and he don't know what he's talking about. DCBRO 2019 Bigfoot Conference. I was one of the lead speakers. I was pulled out and Mike Cook was put in. Because, I'll say it this way, science is not fact. Science is theories. That's what science is theories. He can't stand the way I teach. He thinks that it's nothing but stories. He thinks that researching through the Native Americans is nothing but folklores, just fairy tales. Oh, it gets worse than that. He trashes the Native Indians. He does.
And he's got Micmac in him.
And he's got Micmac in him. And he's trashing his own tribe, his own people. Because he is so desperate to be the #1 researcher in Virginia. And have everybody from Portland, from Maine, from Vermont, all the way down to Key West, Florida, all the way over to Mississippi, under his insignia. And no one's doing it.
He wants to be the #1 Bigfoot researcher in the whole Bigfoot community.
That's basically it.
In the world.
But he ain't doing it because, yeah. Matter of fact, yesterday me and Connie was at Farmer Tractor Supply. We run into a buddy of mine, AJ Bryant. Matter of fact, that buddy who hunts bear knows AJ. He said, Daniel said that bears don't get over 300 pounds. Yeah. He said, well, look at this. He showed me a picture of a 750-pound black bear in Floyd County. Damn, but they don't get over 300 pounds. He says every Bigfoot track you find, well, every bear track you find, double step, it's not a Bigfoot track. It is a Bigfoot track. Bears, whenever a bear double step, it's a Bigfoot track. Then you got Mike Cook. Well, everything Fred Kanney sees is a Bigfoot. He even went after Connie saying, I was in Connie's area. I blew her doors out of the water. She lied like hell. You know something he didn't expect? Connie said, no, you wasn't. Yeah, I was. No, you weren't. Why you say that? Because if you were, you would be in jail right now. That whole property is being surveillanced by the Kentucky Game Commission and by the state police. And Mike Cook has been kicked out of more damn groups than Daniel Benoit. Take it or leave it. But getting back to the realization of it. Now they're comparing me to Rick Dyer. Yeah, Rick, here's the kicker. Back a few years ago, y'all remember when Rick Dyer was supposed to do that big old documentary, traveling up the East Coast, going to see Daniel Benoit and Ryan Reddy and all them and some guys out west? Well, the reason that he was going to stop to see Daniel is because Daniel begged him. Begged him. Then,
here's where it started.
now hold on for a second. I want y'all to listen.
This is what Bigfoot article said. Fred Kanney is #1. Nikki Cole laughed. Jimmy B, I don't think there is a #1. Nikki Cole laughed my butt off. Woodburger, hey, I'd like to go camping with Fred for real. Just ask him. From
Bigfoot Odyssey.
Bigfoot Odyssey, just asked him. Jimmy B, oh no, FK. Talking about you, Fred Kanney. Woodburger, would be interesting. B, Daniel, my honest opinion. Honesty, great, in my honest opinion. Daniel, in my honest opinion. Honesty, great reputation, proven professionals. She says Daniel is honest, has a great reputation, and a proven professional.
So Daniel, people say Daniel's a proven professional. No, he ain't. No, he's not.
And Bigfoot audience said, I saw your video. That's why I said that. Woodburger Farm. I don't know how to take him, but that eagle, SMH.
Who talking about me or Daniel?
Talk about you. And B. Lynn comment about Daniel Owen, good research ethics. And Willie Woodburger Farm says, always the ones with egos to watch out for. But honestly, Daniel's the only one I've seen call him out. Talking about you. Jimmy B, 20-foot tall, 3-foot style, my best goat. Jimmy B, LOL. Mickey, everyone is entitled to follow whoever they want. Jimmy B, stole. 3-foot Odyssey, humble thyself. McGee, what's up, did you find Bigfoot?
Now, here's a little tidbit. Daniel, Nikki, Sam Belush, and whoever else. Here's a little tidbit for you boys, little boys. Number one, there are such things as 20-foot Sasquatches. Yes, they are recorded. United States, Canada, Alaska, Russia, hell, all over the world, 20-footers. Hell, a lady in Washington State, back about 10 years ago, took a photograph of one that was 26 foot tall in her patch of woods, standing there looking at it.
Red flag, those who see Bigfoot, red flag, those who see Bigfoot daily. And Nikki, think about the giant turd.
What giant turd?
Talking about you.
Oh. See, I'm being bashed, and I can't defend myself because I'm blocked. Funny thing is,
and Jimmy B says, just be yourself. Don't worry about FK.
Be yourself. You hear that?
How about Daniel?
Daniel, be yourself. Funny thing about it is, if everybody says for him to be by himself, why is he so desperate to get rid of me? Only thing I do is I teach through the old native ways, the ancient ways. I've got Native Americans calling me every day, friending me every day, friending Kanney every day, saying, one thing we have in common. I said, what's that? He said, you and I researched the old ancient ways. And it seems funny that for someone who don't know anything about Bigfoot or how to research, why are people all over the world learning?
Bigfoot honestly said, I had to joke about Fred, Jimmy. Woodburger Farm, Freeman footage, Woodburger Farm, True Giant, Rob C, 20 foot, that's a tall tail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing about it. Like I said, they can say whatever the hell they want about me. I really don't care. Because number one, everybody who listens to Daniel is a follower. Oh, as he stated to us, we are a cult. And what else are we?
And they were cult leaders, and anybody that followed us was fools.
And everybody who followed us were fools. Now, I would like for Daniel to Benoit to go into one room with one person from all around the world and here in the United States and stick their finger in their face and say, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar.
He ain't gonna do it.
There ain't no such thing as 20-footers. I hate to bust your bubble, brother, but I'm gonna tell you what. Documented for thousands of years, not just through the American Indians, from people all over the world.
That was the way he's telling about you because his phone was starting to die.
Yeah, you know, but they do exist. They exist right here in the Shenandoah Valley. Yes, they do exist. Just because your little whiny group don't understand yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Lonnie. Ever since me and Connie had that phenomenon happen. Now, here's the weird part. If we were lying about that 20-footer, why would the very next morning at 9 o'clock, I get a phone call from a shaman down in Cherokee, a Cherokee shaman in North Carolina that I've never ever met, tell me what me and Connie seen was a once in a lifetime thing. Every tribe has seen it one time or another. And this is coming from a Cherokee shaman that we've never met before. And he's telling me what you've seen was a rarity. Why would I lie about a 20-footer? I'll be 60 in October. And why do I have to? Here, I'll explain it to you in very simple terms. I'm always hearing, prove this, prove that, prove that.
Why doesn't he prove his shit?
That's the thing about it. Why do I have to prove my shit? I don't have to prove nothing.
And he doesn't prove nothing.
Y'all,
he says.
Everybody who knows me and knows how to research has seen our photos. Here's something Daniel can't stand. A juvenile handprint and a footprint verified by a professional as a premature hand from a human, which is a Sasquatch. Daniel says it's a possum track. Daniel don't know his ass from hole in the ground. Reason I'm stating that, because you hear, oh, go to a store and buy a book on wildlife. Learn how to read, learn about the wildlife by reading a book. Me and Connie was raised in the mountains. We live it every day. We learned
how to read the tracks.
We learned how to read the tracks. Daniel comes down from the city up in Yankee Town. Comes down here, tries to tell us Southerners how to research. Claims that he's number one. No. See, Daniel realizes if I speak at that conference, see, he told people I quit. I didn't quit. I never said anything about quitting. Mike Cook begged him, pulled me out, stuck Mike Cook in, because Daniel knew if I got in front of that whole audience and talked for 20 minutes, everybody there would learn more from me than they would from anybody else. People has gotten in touch with me that was at Daniel's conference. They found me through our research group and told me, we would have rather listened to you teach the way you do than to listen to some of them people that he had at the conference. The only good group there talking was the Ohio group. Everybody else was bullshit. Even Daniel. Another reason Daniel can't stand it. At that last conference, Channel 3 did a whole interview on her. Not on Daniel. When they went there twice that weekend, Daniel got interviewed for 30 seconds and that was it.
Because they only showed bits and pieces of his interview.
Showed bits and pieces.
Mine was the whole interview.
Hers was the whole damn interview, and Daniel can't stand that. So Daniel is on a roll. He's going to do everything he can before the conference to make himself look good. Me, I really don't care. Now, me and Connie is going to be camping about 6 miles down the road. And we know someone who's going to be going to the conference, laughing, and then going to camp with us.
Where's the news from? They want to make fun of us. They didn't show up at the camp.
Huh?
Whoever makes fun of us needs to show up at the camp.
Yeah.
Because we'll put them out.
Hey, yeah, and it's as simple as this. Anybody who trashes us and shows up at my camp, I'm going to tell them, pack your shit, get the fuck out of here.
You're not welcome.
You're not welcome. And that's just a fact.
Believe me, I'm keeping a list of names.
Exactly. But the reason for this video is because I am up to here with that snot-nosed kid, the spiked hair witch, and the redhead stepchild from down further in Virginia. Everybody that listens to Daniel, they start to hear him and Nikki and Sam start trashing me. Even people who don't even know me are starting to trash me. Why?
Yeah, they've never even heard.
They want to be in the clique.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like rich people have the little cliques, so they're like, you know, I don't know about you, you know. That's kind of people that they act like. Daniel can't stand it because people learn from me. Because I talk about, and it seems mighty damn funny. If I didn't know anything about a Sasquatch, how come everything I'm talking about the Squatches, everybody around the world has experienced exactly what I talk about? Daniel can't stand it. The way I teach through the native ways, Daniel can't stand it because his way is, I'll tell you the truth. And he's trying to get in touch with my friends and tell them, leave him, come to me. I will tell you the truth. I will show you the truth. I will show you real evidence. And people are telling me, hey man, Daniel's begging me to come over to him. And that's a fact. He is so damn desperate. Oh, I could be sitting here calling him every name in the book, but it's not worth my time. But what I am going to say is, he attacked my wife last night. That was uncalled for. That right there wants to make me, if I'm in my area and I see Daniel and I got a rifle in my hands, if I got a shotgun in my hands, I will put rock salt and fat back up his ass. You don't talk about another man's wife. But Daniel can't help it. He uses women for the money. That is a proven fact.
Oh, yeah.
I can name 2 women that he used just for that. And one of the girls he never met in person. It was long distance.
Yeah, and y'all, some of y'all are probably friends with her.
Yeah.
Or her brothers.
Yeah. Since I started doing what you said about going back to Native American culture, I've learned so much more. And I thank you for that. Well, you're welcome, Dennis. But see, I'm not claiming to be number one.
No, we're not professionals either.
We are not professionals. We are just a bunch of country. We are 2 country folks who enjoy what we do and we share what we learn. And a matter of fact, you never see Daniel B. White going live. It's always on a camcorder. We go live.
He's always got the camera propped up in one spot. And he's standing there pacing around, spitting and telling his story. That's it.
At least with us. When we go Facebook Live, y'all are along for the ride and y'all are learning just as much as we are. Besides, y'all see what's behind us. But we got a little trick for that this year. Now, as you know, I bought a panoramic camera and a Nikon camera that's a video too. But I bought Kanney a GoPro. I made her a frame, just like mine. Here's what we're going to do. While she videos behind us, I'm going to have the camera turned where I'm facing, because my camera, I could see
videos front and back.
You can video front and back. So I'm going to turn it sideways to video both sides as we walk up the trail.
At the same time.
At the same time.
So we're going to 3 times the videos besides the live.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 4 videos altogether. The live plus the 3 we record.
Yeah. He cannot stand that I know 100% more about a Sasquatch than he does. His brain, none of their brains, Daniel, Nikki, or Sam, can comprehend how intelligent I am. They may call me every name in the fucking book, There's one thing that they cannot do is debunk me. Because if I did not know how Squatches work, why is everybody around the world telling me everything you talk about we've been seen or have seen in the last couple of days, and we have learned?
They only use an eighth of their brains, and the rest of it's jello.
Jello. His whole fucking brain is jello. But after his little show this evening, I'm up to here. And I'm telling y'all, I have no time, and I'm not going to waste my time with a snot-nosed, pea-brained kid who has nothing. When he does his little morning tidbits, you notice the information that he gives out is my information. Somebody sent us the video of him Saturday morning on the 9th. People asking him questions. He was answering them. He's using my information.
Well, after you went off about that.
Yeah, wait a minute. He was using my information as his own. Now, say what?
I said after you went off about that. That's when he went back to their primates, their apes, their gorillas, their orangutans, their Gigantopithecus. He went back to that old crap again.
Gigantopithecus has nothing to do with the Sasquatch. They're not an ape. They are a human. Only humans have vocal cords to speak. Samurai chatter. When you slow it down, you hear a native language.
Listen to the natives. I tell you, they're the people of the woods.
Yes, I'll tell you what, if you want to learn the true history of Sasquatch, research the history of any native tribe you want to research, I don't care. They will have the history of Sasquatch. And once you start understanding what they're talking about, then you'll think, wait a minute, Fred Kanney's saying the same damn thing. But yet with Daniel Benoit, not Watt, Benoit. It's all folklore. Mm-hmm. Think about science. People say science is fact. No, science is not fact. Science is theories. Think about it. Science is theories. People say, oh, listen to the stories of the Native Indians. They're just stories. You know how them stories start? With facts. That's it. Facts. I learned by watching the Sasquatches, because I tell you what, anybody who listens to me can tell you, all the countries that listen to me can tell you at one time or another, while they're researching and they listen to what I'm talking about, they see and they see exactly what I'm talking about. They experience exactly what I'm talking about. They learn exactly what I'm talking about just by watching their squatches in their countries. Proof positive.
I want to say one thing I've been noticing here lately. I'm starting to get going around the world now because a lot more friends requests are getting are from different countries now.
Exactly.
All of them are in Bigfoot groups, and they're sending me friends requests now. So I'm getting known.
Yep.
Because this last one I got was from the UK, United Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. England.
United Kingdoms.
Yeah.
England and that.
Yeah.
I've got several friends from England.
Yeah. Now here's the thing about it. It's driving Daniel crazy.
But I've gotten friends requests from China, in Japan, India, Scotland, Ireland.
But you know the funny thing, folks?
Finland.
It's driving Daniel nuts. the more people around the world we get, the more Daniel starts trashing me. See, he's only doing this because of the conference. That's it. After the conference, you won't hear another word out of him.
Yeah.
You will not hear another word out of him. Every year at this time, he goes after me. Him, Sam DeLuce, and Nikki Cohen, and whoever else.
Everybody he's got speaking, I've never even heard of before. They're nobodies.
They're nobodies. And we're not going to be there this year. I'll tell you up front, we are not going to be at that conference. I'll tell you what, you can come to our camp and learn more just sitting in my camp than you can listen to Daniel's bullshit.
Yeah, come to our camp, sit around the camp with us.
Everybody who's listening to Daniel.
Daniel experience watches.
Yeah. Everybody who listens to Daniel is going to realize sooner or later that he's full of more shit and goose's ass and diarrhea and crabs on top of it. What?
I was just like what you just said.
Well, it's true. You know, I mean, the boy everybody's noticing he is getting worse and worse and worse. He's trying to get every freaking buddy on his page to make a liar out of me, make a hoaxer out of me and Kanney, all this shit. And here's the bottom line. They can't do it. I've told people, I said, you know, when Daniel first done the first Bigfoot conference, him, Sam DeLuce, and I think Tracy Arnold at the time. I'm really not sure, but I think it might have been Tracy. I might be wrong. I don't know. But they claimed we busted Fred. We tore him up. We made a hoax out of him and a liar. I dropped the line to somebody and said, hey, ask him to post what he did. And then I jumped on and said, all right, you proved me wrong. Show the world. Oh no, you got to join my website to see it. It's going to cost you money.
Oh, let's see. He's got up a
GoFundMe. Now, he told people back when he started, I'm a non-profit organization. Then he started begging for money by, like when he come to the library, free admission, but pay a donation when you come through the door.
He's also begging for money to help pay his rent and everything.
Yeah. He's getting desperate. I mean, he is going all out. He's trying his damn best to make me look so fucking bad. But here's what, what really eats his ass up? When I do my tidbits and I get off and I say, I'm Freddie 59100, you've been watching the best, let's see, you've been watching the Virginia Mountain Bigfoot Research Organization Group, the #1 Bigfoot group in the state of Virginia. And that just nitpicks the living hell out of him.
For some reason, he got it backwards. He said that we had the best group, and we were saying we had the #1 group in the whole community, the whole Bigfoot community.
In Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook.
I never said that.
See, he's adding words to your mouths.
Why would I want to say that we're the best group in Bigfoot on Facebook?
There's better ones than ours.
Huh?
There's a lot of good groups out there. Some of them are better than ours.
Yeah.
I'm not in them, but I know about them.
Yeah. See, here's something else that Daniel don't know. How many professional groups in the United States watching us?
Oh God, a lot. A lot.
And we're talking about the big dogs.
The top groups, not the BFRO. I'm talking about other groups that are. A lot of them are secret.
Dennis Lee or Denise, was it Dennis Dennis?
Dennis Lee, Kanney.
He's going to send you a friend request.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, like I said, the more we say that we're the #1 Bigfoot group in the state of Virginia, which we are, we're known all over the world. And that just eats Daniel up.
Oh, that would, Dennis. Believe me, that would.
Why would it?
Because, you know, Daniel still hasn't denied he's got a crush on me.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
to make a hotch for Kanney.
He'll attack me, but he still won't deny he's got a crush on me.
Because usually if someone's not interested, the girl say, well, you got to crush me. He's like, I ain't got a fucking crush on you. You out of your goddamn mind. You're married.
Even when he was attacking me last night, he never denied.
Daniel will not admit that he has the hots for my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because she's an empath. She's an empath, and she's like me. She makes a monthly check through disability. Daniel figures he can get her. She will buy him all sorts of brand new research equipment and pay his rent. Now, he's going to deny everything. I can tell you everything. Now, he's going to deny it right to the letter. But there's no denying. He's going to, now tomorrow, he's going to find out about this video and he's going to do a Facebook Live. And he's going to say, I lied my ass off. I did this, I did that. I blah, blah this and blah, blah that. And I guarantee you he'll make it 3 times as worse.
Well, they tried to do me that way last night, saying I was batshit crazy and I'm a thief.
Mm-hmm.
Which was bullshit.
A guy at the end of Daniel's conference.
I'll say his name. Harold Lee D.
Paid Kanney $20 to make a necklace. She said, I gotta go buy the shit. So he gave her $20. She said, give me your address. I'm standing there. She said, give me your address. Oh, don't worry about it. When you're ready, just let me know and I'll give you my address. She said, got a hold of him 8 or 9 times and he refuses to give his address. He has yet to give her the address.
It says I stole the $20 from him and didn't send him the necklace. I've got the necklace made. Can't send it to him because he won't give me his address.
That's right.
How can I give somebody what they order if they don't give me their address?
Exactly. And he still hasn't given the address. Period. And let's go to Zach Stark. I found out, because I wasn't there at the time, I found out that Kanney gave him $15 for one of his t-shirts. We've yet to see the t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom, I have no idea what her name is, but I got a comment from her and a photograph. And basically, when your son follows an idiot, they're going to act like an idiot. I've taken up for this boy quite a few times. He's got autism. Not bad, but he's got autism. I've taken up for him more times than you take a stick at that he don't even know about. But for some reason, he unfriended me and unfriended Kanney. For what reason, we have no idea. Because we have not even talked to Zach in a few months. Last time I talked to him,
he was involved in the bashing deal last night.
Yeah, he was involved in the bashing deal with Kanney last night and me. And the thing is, why was he bashing us? We didn't do anything to him. You know what it was? It's called follow the leader. That's what it boils down to. Now see, if Daniel was just by himself and everybody didn't listen to him, he wouldn't be doing this shit. But he figures by bashing me, people are going to tell their friends, they're going to jump on, well, who's this Fred King? Oh, some guy thinking, well, that motherfucker's probably about a dickweed motherfucker. And these people have no idea who I am.
Yeah.
Because we've got hate notes or hate comments from people we don't even know who the fuck they are. Never even seen their name before. Why? It's called follow the leader.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks by bashing me and playing follow the leader that they're going to make them be in a cool clique. Oh, Daniel's group is #1. No, he ain't. Daniel tells the truth. No, he don't.
Yeah, Daniel's a professional.
Daniel's not a professional. He's not a professional. He has no factual information like photographs of Sasquatches. Like what I got here. I got a whole bunch of them right here. We got them up on the wall. We got handprints. We got cast. We have DNA.
Heck, I've even got a 6-toed cast.
Uh-huh. Do you see that from Daniel? No. Do you see pictures of Sasquatches? No. Do you see pictures of structures? Maybe one or two. Do you see anything else? No. You don't. Why do we have to prove ourselves? We don't. We don't have to prove ourselves to no damn buddy. We went to that concert, that conference is. Everybody stayed around our table because we had everything. People walk by Daniel's table, look, go right on through, and they would stop. And they would talk to Connie, me and Connie. And they would stand there and talk. Right in front of everybody, just talk right in front of us. Pictures. We were the only ones there who had pictures of Squatches. One guy had hair from 8 miles up the road from us. Daniel begged him, please, please, give me a piece of hair. I want to DNA it. He begged.
Still ain't done it yet.
And still ain't done it. Notice the shows that he's on. He begs to get on there. Why would a paranormal group who's strictly paranormal want to do a documentary on Bigfoot with Daniel? This group is strictly paranormal. Now, why is they going to do? Now, why are they going to do it?
They're making a movie for Daniel, and he could be selling it on Amazon.
That's the only way people are going to see it. They're going to waste their money by going to Amazon.
They ain't going to buy it because they don't buy his book.
I can tell you this. Believe what you want to believe. Doesn't make a difference to me. Bottom line is, the way I teach, I got people all over the world listening and learning. And I tell people, check it out. It's been in front of their faces for thousands of years. You cannot deny that. And once people start researching to the Native Indians, they figure out, I'm right. Then it comes to the Squatches. Everything I've described, what I've learned from my Squatches, everybody around the world, even with the Yowie in Australia, they've noticed the same thing that I've described, right to the letter. Now, for someone who don't know anything about Bigfoot, how do they know I know? I didn't read about it. I don't read books on Bigfoot. I don't listen to people who send me how to use common sense in a Bigfoot. I don't read shit like that. That's garbage to me. I learn by observing the Squatches themselves. And anybody who's seen Squatches like me knows everything I've described has happened to them at one time or another while they're having interactions or seeing the Squatches. Certain things that they do, I've described. People said, we see the same thing. Now, how in the hell would I know that if I didn't know Bigfoot? We got a video out, part 3 and part 4, that shows how we track. It shows how we describe, how we work that footprint, those footprints, the butt prints, the hand prints, all the way up that side of that mountain.
That's something I want to say real fast.
Go ahead.
I want to apologize to everybody for earlier today around 5 o'clock when Fred was doing his live cat video here for being so loud. I didn't have my hearing aid on, so I couldn't really hear how loud I was getting because I had earphones on. So I want to apologize to you for drowning me, man. I didn't need to. So I hope y'all forgive me for that.
You're right, Brett. Daniel does not. Now remember, his last name is not Benoit. It's Benoit. 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 Not Benoit.
Daniel don't have no respect at all for nobody.
He has no
himself.
respect for anybody, man. No one. He said, I'm number one. I tell the truth. I show the truth. I show you true evidence. What evidence? What evidence?
20-year-old structures that he showed over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, he shows the same damn things over and over and over again. One thing that we can say that nobody can deny. When we go Facebook Live and I'm holding the phone up here talking, 60% of the time, y'all see squatches behind me or behind her. Y'all seeing what we can't see. That's not bull. That's no bullshit. So in other words, Daniel was calling y'all a liar too.
Yeah, Brett's right.
Yeah.
We do respect others and we respect the mammals.
Yeah. You know, and the thing is,
He ain't going to, Danielle.
you know, he's in turn his parents against me and Connie. He's telling them that I'm talking bad about him.
Yeah. We've never said that bad about his dad and mom.
Because the last time we talked to his mom and dad was at that library meeting. We've been along great. Since when did I start bashing his dad? His dad's a good friend of mine. They know we have no reason to bash him. They haven't done nothing to us. And we've never talked about him. Never. But Daniel tells y'all, oh, he's talked ill about my mom and my dad and all this. No, I didn't. Never said a word about his dad.
I thought think the world of his dad.
Never think a word of his mom and dad.
His dad's sweet as can be. I've never really got to talk to his mommy, but I've talked to his daddy, and his daddy's sweet as can be.
Mm-hmm.
He's total opposite of Daniel.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Daniel tells the world that I was talking bad about him. He flat out, that's a flat out lie right there. I can tell you everything for a fact. That's a play you. I swore my dead grandma's grave. I never said a word about him. I never talked about his daughter. Why the hell do I want to talk about his daughter? I have no reason. She's never done anything to me. She's just a 16-year-old kid that likes boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He is going beyond ballistic, trying to ruin me. But the bottom line is, he's ruining himself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he might have people trashing me that don't even know me. But once these people find out exactly what kind of person I am, everybody who has trashed me at one time or another was friends with Daniel has checked on me. Checked me out. Checked Kanney out. And he realized they're nothing like Daniel said he was. They're nothing like that. And they will find that out too. That, my friend, is a fact. He might have their minds wrapped around his finger right now.
Thing is, ones he's got wrapped around his finger right now are all newbies.
Yeah, he's got newbies. People want to get into the Bigfoot world.
Because I've noticed all his old followers don't even follow or comment to him anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I know he's trashed you, Daniel. I know that for a fact. Yeah. He's trashed everybody that shows him up. He would trash. See, every photograph of a Sasquatch that he has come out of my area. Let me give you a little tidbit. You
remember his video today. He said he's had several Class A sightings of Bigfoots.
Guess where they were at? In our area.
To have Class A, he's got to see them be close enough to see them real good to describe what they was. And if he had Class A sightings, he'd know they weren't Gigantopithecus, and they weren't gorillas, and they weren't monkeys, and they weren't apes.
Mm-hmm. My close encounter was 5 foot in front of me. That's no ifs, ands, buts about that. Everything I've talked about Sasquatch, I proved. I proved their eyes. I proved how they hide in the open. I proved how you can make them get the location where
Really.
I've been showing y'all a whole bunch of shit that Daniel cannot comprehend, but he's telling y'all I'm lying about it. I tell y'all, if you have doubts about what I say, research through the Native Americans. Baltimore, Daniel says, that's my scientist. Baltimore didn't know me. He only went by what Daniel was saying until and got me and him into a dispute one night. Heavy dispute. And I proved him wrong. The whole world heard me make him look bad. When they had the conference, Baltimore was nervous as hell to meet me. He thought I was going to chew his ass out and whip his ass. But then he found out exactly what kind of people me and Connie were.
Mm-hmm.
He says, y'all are nothing like Daniel says. I said, of course not. Remember that night that me and you got into it? Yeah. I said, Daniel told you something. That I was this type of person. And you automatically assumed that I was easy. Yeah, I did. He said, I thought you were honestly like that. But now that I met you and met Connie, y'all are nothing like Daniel said.
Back this up on 2 different things.
Yeah. Now he's starting to learn the Apaches are opening it up, and he's talking to his elders. And you know something funny? Everything his elders is telling him is exactly what I've been telling y'all for a long time now. Let's see. I live on the East Coast, and I've never heard of him before, but I've heard about you. That's why I sent you a message that one night. I know you did. Now thank you for it. Well, here's the thing about it. Daniel is going to be getting worse. The closer the conference gets, the worse he's going to get. And you know what me and Connie are going to start doing? You ready? Put your hand up and clap and go. Yay! Another Bernie pointing his booty butt. He just made an ass of himself. Yay! And you're listening to the #1 Bigfoot group in the state of Virginia, folks. The Virginia Mountain Bigfoot Research Organization Group. That just eats his nerves alive. He claims that his group and Sam Belushi's group is the only Bigfoot groups in Virginia. He claims that his 2 groups are the only real Bigfoot groups.
There's actually 4 groups in Virginia. Sam's, Daniel's, ours, and that other guys that want to sue y'all, had that lawyer sue y'all papers that time.
Billy Willard.
He's got a group in Virginia.
No, he quit.
Well, somebody's got his group because they're still in Virginia because they have a Bigfoot conference thing like Daniel does every year, and they send me an invite to it.
That's up there in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, because they always send me an invite to it.
Don't even go there. Don't even waste your time. But
so there's 4 groups in Virginia.
But the #1 group, learning that you learn from, is the Virginia Mountain Bigfoot Research Organization Group. Yeah, I said organization. Y'all will find out. Stay tuned. And lastly, but mostly, keep an eye on Daniel. You will see for yourselves, for your own eyes, he's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's how you know going to know it's me and Kanney are talking about. 2 individuals on social media.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're going to hear. He's going to say, we don't know what
The reason why he won't say Fred's name is because somebody told him not to. He admitted that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told him not to mention Fred's name.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody in the chat mentioned it. He said, I was told not to mention that name. As much as I want to, I was told not to. He said, you don't know how it kills me not to say that name right now.
See what I mean, folks? It is eating him up so bad. What can I say? I'm a 60-year-old guy. We're going to be 60 in October. And he's, how old is he? What, 35, 36 years old? He's a young snot-nosed kid, just like Sam DeLucia and Nikki colon cancer.
Daniel tries to act like he's God's gift to women.
But I can tell you this for a fact. Between now and the conference, the 29th of June, he is going to be getting worse and going to be saying more. Basically, he's going to bury himself. That's what it boils down to. He's going to bury himself so bad that when that conference comes around, there might not be no one show up. Like when he had that thing at the library. Oh, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have loads of people there. You know how many people showed up? One guy and a husband and wife. 3 people. Then, about halfway through it, 2 more space cases come in, and I knew these people. They were space cases. She was, at least. And my cook got up there, blah, 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 blah. His wife got up there and started on paranormal, and she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about.
I know more about paranormal than she does.
Connie's been in it for 20 years.
I've been doing paranormal for actually over 20 years now. For years. I know a hell of a lot about the paranormal. They didn't know squat.
And the people that were there said, we couldn't understand what she was saying. And it didn't make no sense. Well, I could have told you that. Because if they were real paranormal investigators like she claimed to be, they had one item there that was really possessed. Really possessed.
A very dangerous possession.
Now, anybody in paranormal knows that you take
a very dangerous attachment to the certain item.
And they took it out of a basement where it was buried for a purpose. They needed to put it in a box with a cross
and a ring of
salt around it. They had it sitting on the table like it was, they just partying it like that.
What was attached to that object?
Connie's nymph, I should tell you.
Was very dangerous. Very dangerous.
This is what Curry had to say. He is a useless rat that only wants to befriend others, Bigfooters, then trash them while he tries to steal their followers.
Kerry.
Then he uses them to no end POS.
I'm going to kidnap his little girl. She's cute as a butt.
Watch out, Curry. I don't know if we show up at your front door.
She's a doll, baby.
I'll give you to her for a day, and I'll take Kathy out. I'll take Kathy for a week.
Kathy's the sister.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm gonna kidnap that baby. She's adorable. She's got the cutest little smile on her head.
But all I do is just teach the old ways. I've got every Native in America man telling me that, hey, brother, you teach just like us. You teach the ancient, old ancient ways. And I got people all over the world messaging me and telling me and Kanney, hey, y'all got to be good, man, because people in our country is learning from you. And that eats Daniel alive. It eats him more than a case of crabs in a Cracker Jack box. That's a fact. Let him. You too, Dennis. The thing about it is, I'm not bothering a soul. Connie's not bothering a soul. We try to just do our thing. We go out, we show y'all what we're doing, y'all see what we see, and plus y'all see what we don't see.
And I try to be nice to everybody.
And we try to be nice to everybody, man, but
if you attack me, I'm fighting back.
and I told her to. She gets attacked, she's going to attack you, whether you like it or not.
Because they're too chicken to do it in person.
Yeah.
Because they know what would happen if they got my face.
Mm-hmm.
Fred knows what would happen if they got in my face.
Mm-hmm. But
he's dealt with me.
But regardless, y'all going to hear some mighty mean shit come from Daniel Benoit.
Yeah, once the conference over with, it'll all stop. He'll fade off into the woodwork.
And then a month later, he'll friend me again.
Until he starts planning his next conference. And then it'll start up all over again.
This is an every year thing for Daniel. He tries every year to trash me and make me look bad, make people turn against me. He doesn't realize that every time he does it, I get more friends, more friends.
Oh, yeah.
6 months ago, I had 958 or 950 some friends. Since Daniel started trashing me before the conference coming up now, I've got over 1,970 some people, friends, because of Daniel Benoit. They know it. So whether he sees this video or not, I don't care. I will state this, and then I'm getting off of here because I'm tired. I'm getting a headache just even thinking about the name Benoit. Daniel Benoit. You may think that you're getting the best of me. Son, you're burying yourself. You know you're doing it. Mm-hmm. You could trash me from here to Sunday, hell and back. Congratulations. You made the idiot list. Your own self.
Bottom.
You're at the very bottom of the list now because you are trying to prove something. Like I told my last wife, all you're doing is trying to prove something that's unprovable.
Actually, Daniel's at the very bottom, and you move Todd Stanley up one notch.
Yeah. Oh, you helped me to learn where and how to look for them. And that's how I was able to get some of my next pics and videos, especially of the clan that bastard, or that bastard, said was a stump or rock. Mm-hmm. But see, if I didn't know anything about a Bigfoot, how come people are learning from me? How come people are saying, wait a minute, everything you're saying, we've seen the same thing in our area. And these are people I don't even know. Now look, he's got the Squatch Watchers probably turned against me right now. He's probably got quite a few of his ass kisser friends turned against me right now. Does it bother me? Why? Why does it bother me? I'm a senior citizen. He's attacking a senior citizen. Can you believe that? He's trying to say
he has no respect for his elders.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, we've got more evidence than he'll ever have in his lifetime. And when I teach my research, I tell y'all the way I do it. Y'all do the same thing, and you know something? Y'all are learning. Y'all say, you're right. You look at any native group in the United States and Canada, and they will tell you a story of the Sasquatch. They have different names for them, but it's a Sasquatch. And you'll find that everything that I've been teaching y'all, from what I've learned by looking, paying attention, and research through the Native Indians, you'll find out that I'm correct. And you start understanding. Daniel can't stand that because he knows that I'm correct. But think about it this way. When someone is jealous, think about this. When someone is jealous of someone else, don't they start a bunch of shit to try to make themselves look good, make the other person look bad, just so they can draw all your friends away from you over to them, say, ha ha, I got my right, your friends. We used to do them when we was in elementary school, when we were kids, especially when it come to a girl. We would show off for a girl, make that guy that she likes look like a fool, just so she could come to him, come to me and say, ha ha, I got your girl. Well, that's basically what Daniel's trying to do to the Bigfoot world. He's trying to take y'all away from me by making me look bad. But the difference is that I'm teaching the old ways. He's just teaching theories. That's what science is. Science is not fact. Science is theories. Unproven theories. Simple as that. And he's doing everything in his power. Like tonight. They were ripping me to threads tonight. I didn't know a thing about it. That's a fact. But y'all be the judge. I'm not going to yell about it. I'm not going to argue about it. Y'all watch his videos if you want. And you will hear 2 individuals on social media. But my name will come up. Either through Nikki or Sam. And then the bashing is on. Like tonight, y'all heard what Kanney read. That were the comments, even from a guy who don't even know me. He doesn't even know me. Curry Arnold. Never met me in person.
But yeah, he was your friend.
Yeah, he friended me. Right? Okay, I friended him. Then he got on Daniel's show through the Squatch Watchers. He's tearing me a new asshole, and the man don't even know me. He's only going by what Daniel says and what everybody else who was on the panel was saying about me. What was he doing? Following the leader. That's basically what it was. Because if the man really wanted to know me, he would see my research and listen to what I'm talking about. He's heard what I've said about the Squatches. He can't comprehend what I'm talking about because he goes through Squatching through theories, science. He doesn't understand. He only knows what he hears from other people that do science. He doesn't know the experience of talking to somebody who actually sees these creatures and talks about these creatures and describes what he sees. And it seems funny that everybody around the United States and Canada and all around the world are seeing the exact same thing that I'm describing about the Squatches. The eyes, the way they do stuff. Everybody says, we're seeing the exact same thing. And I don't know these people. But yet people are learning from me. Now what does that tell you? And I'm not pushing myself either. I do a tidbit every day or two, and I bring stuff out of my archives that I've learned from the Squatches and through the Native Americans. That's all I do. I don't push it. If you believe me, fine. If you don't, fine. If you learn, that's great. I just teach what I've learned. That's it. No more, no less. I don't use science. You can take it or you can leave it. I'm too old to argue anymore. And I'm not going to argue no more. Let Daniel have his little diaper rash games of trashing me, and let him, he's leader of follow the leader. Whenever I say y'all laugh at, ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, Fred Kanney this, Fred Kanney that, that. We watched him one time. He's full of shit.
It's like playing Simon Says.
Yeah, there you go. Simon Says. Simon Says got to get up and act like an asswipe. Guess what? Y'all gonna get up if you're friends with Daniel and you listen to Daniel and you comment, mock me or whatever. You're listening to what Daniel says. Get up and mock Fred and say ho ho ho. Everybody can get up. Oh, Fred Kanney did that. Oh ho ho ho. They're gonna follow the leader. Fine, I don't care. You're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself. Because Daniel Benoit, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm telling this right straight to your fucking face. Go back about 5 months ago and watch yourself all the way up to tonight. Watch yourself on your videos. Watch what you say. Listen to what everybody else says. And think about it. You'll realize you look like a douchebag, man, because all you're doing is making a fool out of yourself. By doing childish games. By acting like you're the #1 researcher on the whole East Coast. Brother, I hate to say you ain't got a damn thing. Nothing. A few structures. A few footprints. That's it. You have nothing. Nothing. I showed you your first family of squatches. I told you where they were going to be, how many they were going to be, which way they were coming in, how long they were going to stand there and then leave. Everything I said was right to the damn letter. That's the only time that you have seen squatches in your area. Because in reality, folks, Daniel Benoit's area was my very first area in 1985. There was nothing there. That's why I left there and come over here. Now we have matter of fact, I have the hottest spot in Virginia. She has the hottest spot in Kentucky. Proven both ways. Bottom line is, y'all believe what y'all want to believe. That's all I can say. Because I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to respond about what a damn kid in diapers does. He is so damn desperate to make me look bad before his conference where he can say, oh, we finally got rid of the last hoaxer in Virginia. Really? Prove it. But then when he says he did, ask him. Put it on Facebook. Let the whole world see.
No, wait a minute now. He did try to put something on YouTube saying that you was a hoaxer. And all it was a piece of one of Fred's videos saying, I've been a researcher for 39 years. But yet that's supposed to prove that Fred was a hoaxer and a liar just because he said, I've been a researcher for 39 years?
See, here's what Daniel didn't know. I never got on the computer. Never even messed with the computer until 2008. That's when I first got on the computer, not when I first started the research. See? You let your mouth override your ass again. And posting a small video saying, I've been researching for 39 years. Does that prove I'm a hoaxer? Oh, that's right. You looked on my computer.
You're a hoaxer and a liar.
Huh?
It was supposed to prove that you was a hoaxer and a liar.
Yeah. Just because he's seen my thing on my Facebook that says, congratulations for your first thing in 2008. Really? What people don't know is, what no one ever knew was, I never got on a computer until I married my last wife. Then I started getting on a computer, and that's when I come up with the Facebook and come up with all this shit. That doesn't mean that I first started researching. I was researching way before there was computers coming out.
Videos in it from the 1990s, 1980s, and that on disc.
I got 4 piles of discs like this,
and the discs are dated
from back in the 80s. Really interesting. Well, the reason I got them on disc, because you're only allowed to have X amount of videos. X amount. I got videos that y'all never seen.
Man, I know them videos come off the cameras.
Yeah. And guess what?
You didn't put them on Facebook, on the internet until the 2000s, 2008.
And some of the videos I got, I've got swatches walking through the woods. You could see them walking through the woods, looking at me.
He's got one that when I first started watching his videos, he sent to me. He had the GoPro facing backwards, and there was a log across the path. You see the cinnamon blonde one walk right across in front of that log. It went from right to the left.
Looking at me.
Yeah, it just, because I watched it. Because he said to me, that's what you see in this. And I was watching that log, and all of a sudden I see it come from the right and just walk right across the left and disappear into the woods. You could see it clear as day. It was a cinnamon blonde walking upright, swinging its arms, walking just like Patty, looking at it as it walked by across the path.
And the reason I won't publish it is because of people like Daniel. I found out there's a group in North Carolina that don't even have a Facebook, and they're one of the biggest researchers in the state of North Carolina. They don't go to Bigfoot conferences. They go to sporting shows like the one we're having in March. They go to shows like that down in Carolina. They say the Bigfoot world on the computer is a joke. They have photographs, they have videos, they have everything crystal clear, but they don't publish it. And I don't blame them. But see, here in the state of Virginia, people learn from me. People are telling me they are learning. And these are the people who live in this area. People live in Saranda. They realize they come from my area, and they're curious and they listen. And they decide to try what I'm talking about. And they actually realize, they say, he's telling the truth. Look at this. Look what the Indians got. It shows pictures of the Squatches on cave walls. And it tells the history of the Sasquatch. And then I tell them about what I observed. They see that too.
Heck, we can go into the restaurants now, and the waitresses will tell people, oh, you need to talk to them. They know a lot about Bigfoots. We just go in to eat, and they'll tell the customers about us. They said, you need to go talk to them. They know a lot about Bigfoots. And you'll be surprised how many people come up and talk to us and that are interested in it. And they listen.
I've even had people far down South Carolina say, we heard about you. We heard you was good. They just happened to be coming through Stanton on the interstate, and they stop at Waffle House to get something to eat, and I pull in with my Jeep. Virginia Mountain Bigfoot, man, they got to, can we take a picture of video? Yeah, sure. Click. Oh, yeah, man. Click my hand, everything like I'm famous, How'd you hear about me? Oh, hell, everybody knows about you down in South Carolina. You're good. And these are people I've never met before.
And you've had a few come up to you and say, you're the Bigfoot guy.
People far over as West Virginia know about me. People all the way up into Maine, Vermont, all the way down to Florida, all the way over to California. We got people live on, what's that mountain called?
I was reading curious.
Thank you, Connie. Little Ava is
Yeah.
such a sweetheart.
She is.
Okay. Yeah, we got I got a message from a guy over in California. He said there's 17 families that live on this mountain. Shasta. Mount Shasta Mountain.
Yeah, Mount Shasta.
Shasta.
Shasta, not Shasta.
Mount Shasta over in California. Said they checked me out. And they wanted to learn about Sasquatch and said he started watching my videos. Then they got in touch with me and said, hey, can you help us? We have this situation about the gifting areas. I told them. They messaged back and says, thank you very much, because now we're getting responses from the Squatches and they're good. They're leaving us gifts and everything now. Well, you're welcome. I don't even know who these people are. They're clear over in California. They say they've looked at a lot of Bigfoot groups, but we was the only group that made sense because we didn't use signs. Ain't that funny? Let's see. People all over the United States, Native Americans in the United States, people and natives in Canada, people in the UK, Australia, Austria, Japan, China, Ireland, Scotland, Finland, or whatever that country is, Newfoundland, something like that. Newfoundland, just places like that. Or learning by listening to them. And I'm not begging people, and I'm not pushing myself on people. I tell y'all, I'm learning through what I'm learning from what I've learned. I'm teaching y'all what I've learned from the Squatches and what I've learned from the Native Americans. I tell people, if you don't believe me, check it out. The information has been in front of our faces for thousands of years, and over thousands of years, it's not going to be made a liar. But Daniel says it's a lie. So, whenever Daniel starts trashing me, he's calling y'all a liar too. Not just me and not just me and Connie. He's calling you guys, the people who listen to me and Connie, he's calling you liars too. In other words, he's going to come out and say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. You can put his finger right in your face. You're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Really? I bet you wouldn't last 10 seconds. But to each his own. So Daniel Benoit, go back 6 months. No, go back 3 months, 2 or 3 months.
Actually 6.
Think about 6 months. And watch yourself when you're trashing me. Look how much of a douchebag you're making yourself. You'd have went from kosher to you're freaking desperate. You're so damn desperate to get rid of me before the Bigfoot conference. It's pathetic.
It ain't gonna make people buy you tickets.
Yeah, people's not gonna buy you tickets. People's not gonna be listening to you no more. They're saying this guy is making a total dick out of himself.
Yeah, $50 a ticket? That's ridiculous.
Well, he had to drop the price down to $25 ticket just for the people to come to the conference. He dropped the prices last year. He had it at $65 a ticket, and there wasn't no one buying no tickets online or at the door. So he dropped it down to $25 a ticket. It's just stupidity. The way I see it, why do I want to charge for something that's free?
Mm-hmm.
People ask me all the time, how much do y'all charge to take us out? I said, how much does it cost you to fill your car up? About $30. I said, okay. You just paid me to take you out. What do you mean? I said, you filled your car up, didn't you? Yeah. That's payment or not. Well, you want me to give you $30? I said, no. When you put that money in that gas, You just paid me to take you out. I was like, you mean free? Yeah, free. Why do I want to teach? Why do I want to charge to take you out? Well, that's expected. No, it ain't. That's called a money racket. Everybody who researches learns for free from the Sasquatch. If the Sasquatch is charged, we'd all be broke right now. We're just learning about the Sasquatch. So why do I want to charge for something that's free? I tell anybody that. If you have doubts about what I'm talking about, come out to my camp, spend the weekend with us. Free of charge. Just bring your tent and your own food. We would take you out during the day. We will sit at the camp at nighttime and let you see the squatches. We don't push it. Daniel sent people to the camp last year to try to make a liar and a hoax out of me. Everybody got their mind blown. They went back to the conference next day. Y'all should have been there. Why? What happened? Nothing. We had squatches all around us. I asked Ed Brown. I asked Ron Moorhead. I asked Zach. Everybody's there. Come out to the camp. Watch squatches. Oh, we got blah, blah, blah. Come find out they all went out and got drunk. But then the very next day, when everybody showed up, everybody was saying, y'all should have out there. They said, why? We'd see nothing. Everybody who was at the camp told everybody who was in on that deal to make me look bad, said we had squatches around us for a long time last night. Well, how many did you say? 2 or 3? No, we saw more than 20. More than 10, is the way. More than 10. And we had 6 of them, juveniles, standing in the open right in front of us. Everybody's like, yeah, right. How much they pay you? They didn't pay us nothing. We've seen them with our own eyes. He's telling the truth. Underhill. Well, I think Underhill. I think it's your last name. Her and her boyfriend came. Both of them got to see Henry, the 18-footer. Verna said, I want to see Henry. Okay. As she was leaving, I followed him up. I said, I'm going to stop you right here, and I'm going to turn you facing that way, okay? I said, I'll put my hand on your head, put my finger on your nose. And I said, now I want you to follow my finger. When it stops, you can be looking at Henry. When my finger stops, she said, my God, he's big. He's huge. I said, yeah. What's he going to do? I said, just watch him. He's going to stand there and follow us with his eyes. He's going to stand there until he leaves. Then what he does, he's going to look at me and I'm going to say, and I'm going back there in the camp, and he'll turn around and walk back to his spot. People think I'm full of shit. People think I'm lying about it. People think I'm hoaxing about it. I told these people, believe what you want to believe, but when you get to the camp, your whole attitude's going to change. And it did. And me and Kanney just sat there. Just watched everybody go crazy. We didn't tell them. We didn't say this, that, the other. We just let the squatches do. We just let the squatches do the work. We just sat there like we do every night. Maybe there's some nights we don't see them for 2 or 3 nights. That's because they like a predator. They follow the herd of deer. They follow the food source. But then there's nights we see them at 7 nights a week. And then there's nights we don't see them at all. It's not that I choose it like it. It's just what they do. They're doing what they've been doing for thousands of years. We just happen to be in the right spot at the right time. That's all it is to it. No more, no less. I can't help that. I don't push squatches on anybody. I tell you, you want to learn, come to camp. We'll teach you. If you want to camp out, that's fine. You can camp out with us. But I'm going to tell you, be expected to see something at nighttime. Be expected to hear something around your tent in the middle of the night. They're not going to bother you. They're just going to walk around and check things out, then leave. That's all they do. I've been laying in my tent and look up, and I can see eyes go from bright yellow down to so freaking dim. It's like It's like they almost got their lights cut off in their eyes. You can just barely see. You can barely see the color of that yellow in their eyes. And juveniles outside playing, walking around sniffing, checking out our fire pit, checking out the oil lantern, checking out the stove, kind of on my parabolic dish, on the stove, on my lantern, just being kids, isn't it? Walking around, leave it. It's cool as shit. Connie had her head touched. We found a 15-inch footprint outside our tent one morning. That night, a big squatch, a 9-footer, maybe a 10-footer, maybe a 12-footer, we don't know. Got down on one knee, stuck its arm underneath the tent, and just felt Connie's head, and her head fit right here in the palm of his hand, and he pushed like a little baby, a newborn baby, pushed, and then backed out. We've had one stick his face right up into the screen of our window and pushed in, and his breath stunk so bad. We called him Stinky Breath. We're like, damn, boy, you stink. He did. He stunk. You can hear him right there between us. You know, right there, we can hear him breathing. We're like, God damn, your breath stinks, man. He didn't bother us. He just irritated the shit out of us because he was between us breathing. Stinky breath. I mean, stinky breath. But we just laid there. We said what we said. He kind of eased out and went around the tent without us hearing him, you know. But we found his knee prints, hand prints, we found his hand print, knee print, and toe prints, and his footprint. The next morning. Yeah. They do shit like that out of pure curiosity. That's all it is. We had juveniles run up to the door, look in, then they run. They get it about 3 times. On the 5th, 6th time, they're like, and their eyes light up bright white, and they go like, ooh, just looking like, ooh, check them out, you know. And they just looking at us, and they just ease on back. They tiptoe away. That's all they do. They don't hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. They are curious. That's all it is. But the thing about it is, let's see what we got here now. Let me do. Is it 1:30 a.m. already? Damn! I've been on here this long. I better get off, man. But you know, like I said, Daniel is going to be getting worse, and I mean he's going to be belligerently worse between now and the conference. The only reason he's doing it is because of the conference. He wants to prove to the world that he can make a liar and a hoaxer out of me. See, he's already thinking he's already got me licked. You're right, it is, Daniel. But it was comical as hell what these squatches do, you know. But when I was down in Kentucky, I'm laying up against the back part of the tent, and a little teeny hand was no wider than that and no thicker than that. Got right up here in my small back and just went like a newborn. Beep, beep, beep. I said, Connie. She said, yeah. I said, way back here. She knew back here else anyway. Beep, beep. It was one little juvenile. Well, that was that night. About 3 o'clock that morning, Connie wakes up and we had the door open. Connie gets up, leans back, leans forward to go zip the door shut, and she's that far from a juvenile's face. His eyes was emerald green, beautiful color. She just looked at him and went, zip the door right in front of him. He's probably like, how rude, you know? But hey, we've been hearing that little sucker from the night we got there, you know? And he was just curious. We could hear him walking on my tarp, sneaking around the tent. Just part of being a juvenile. Well, here's the funny thing about it. Daniel says I'm lying about all this shit. He says I am lying more, but he said I'm telling more fucking lies than a goose's ass of diarrhea about the Sasquatch. Because Daniel has never, ever had a face-to-face encounter in the daytime. He has never, ever seen a Sasquatch in the open until I showed him where that family unit was going to be in 2014. God damn, there's this shit popping up. But he's going to tell y'all something different. He won't admit that I taught him for a year straight. He claims he's a tracker. I got 2 videos, part 3 and part 4, on my timeline that proves different. Because he says, I don't know my ass from on ground when it comes to tracking. I'm not a tracker. Seems funny. Look at part 3 and 4, and me and a buddy of mine. Now we flipped a coin, and I lost. So he got to talk about the tracks. And we used a tape measure, and we used video camera. While I'm doing it, we made a video like that. And he taught y'all everything that he was teaching y'all. I do the same thing. Daniel cannot comprehend anything nowhere near close to that. But he says that I don't know my wildlife. I don't know my tracks. Considering that he's a damn Yankee, come down from up north, ain't going to try to come down here and tell us Southern folks how to do shit. He's telling the truth. He will show y'all the truth and show you real evidence. Asking for pictures of Sasquatches that come out of his area, not my area. Say, we want to see pictures of Sasquatches that you have that come out of your area, not Freddie's area. We know the pictures Freddie has. You know, but like I say, y'all can believe what you want. All I'm saying is the boy's getting desperate. He is getting damn desperate. He is trying to turn everybody against me. He's trying to come over to my friends list, tell everybody to come to me. I will show you the truth. I will show you real evidence. How? How and what? That's the fun part. What? Evidence. He ain't got no pictures of Sasquatches. Matter of fact, I can just flip through a card right here and say, oh, what do you know? I videoed a Sasquatch on the fucking hill. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have no picture of squatches. Oh, look at that. There's one looking at you. Gee, I don't have them, man. Let's see what this is. Oh, yeah. Look at that right here. Look at it. There's a squatch right there. And look right here. There's another one right there. Damn. Oh, yeah. Look at this one here. Look at that. Right there. Look at that. A Neanderthal. Look at that. There's his girlfriend. Jesus, crickets. But I don't have no evidence, folks. Remember that. I don't have evidence. I don't have nothing. Only Daniel can show you the truth. We can play Joker's Wild. You know that? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here now because I didn't realize it was 1:45, huh?
It's almost 2 o'clock.
I didn't even know that. I was having such a good time. Damn. Anyway, I'm going to say it again tonight, folks. I'm Freddie 59100 with my co-host Squishy Queen. You've been watching the #1 Bigfoot radio group in the state of Virginia for a long time now. And
Love you too, Danielle.
y'all have a good night. From the #1 Bigfoot group in Virginia. Yes, folks. Yay. Night night. Mercy. Here, how was that?
That was good.
I'm glad.